Hi, welcome to another episode of Thoughts on Education. Today we have with us the principal of RH Arts and Commerce College, situated in Nawawada, Ahmedabad. So, hi sir, it is great to have you here.
Hello.
We would like to have a brief introduction of yourself before we, get initiated or we start.
I am Principal N Iyer. I joined this college as principal in 2006, and for the last 14 years, I have been performing my duties as a principal of this college.
So, what are the key factors that keep you connected to the education sector, sir?
Actually, both my parents were professors of English, so I have been abroad in an educational atmosphere. So it was my childhood dream to join the education field, and seeing my parents as my ideal role models, I have decided to work for education sector.
Great, sir. Great. So, being the principal of RH Patel Arts Commerce College, what is your philosophy of leadership and how would you describe your leadership style?
Actually, I began my service at Patel College as a lecturer, and I worked as a lecturer for 15 years. During those 15 years, I noted that being a teacher in a college, you have many limitations. You are not able to do anything for the policy. You are simply have a role of implementing the policy that is being made by somebody else. I had my own innovative ideas of leadership and upliftment of educational background that made me think about taking up this leadership role of principal, and that is how I came to Ahmedabad as I had an invitation from this college to be the principal, and that is how I have taken up the leadership of the college. As my role of leadership, I do feel that it's one's moral duty to see that your college is educationally updated with the latest knowledge as well as technology. And since day one, I have been emphasizing on automation and digitalization of the college. And I have been sincerely working for that.
Great, sir. Great. So, what do you think your roles and responsibilities to the college and the students are?
As such, what I feel is that the principal is holding the key post of the college. He is responsible for the overall academic as well as administrative growth of the college. It becomes his duty to see that the educational atmosphere of the college has such positive vibes that the students do get attracted and come to the college, build up their overall personality, and study well. They should not only study the prescribed syllabus but also the life skills that are very essential in the current world. As a principal, I am also supposed to take care of my staff and see that a very healthy atmosphere prevails among my staff members, administrative staff, and students. And I should also see that all the students get all types of service very easily. The college should be easily accessible to them.
So, that is true, sir. All of the points which you mentioned are highly important, and a student really looks at these points when they try to get into a college. So, what should be the college's top priorities for the next 10 years?
You see, my college belongs to this Wadaj area, and the catchment area of this college, uh, you will find people of lower strata of society. That is, on an average, you can say that middle income group and lower middle income group. We have got students from this type of background. These students actually are very much job oriented, and placement has been our top priority in this college, and it will always be, because the students, I should say that 20% of our students are the breadwinners of their families. They are already doing some part-time job somewhere, and they hope that by getting a good degree and by getting advanced knowledge of the specific subject, they can get higher post in their jobs. So that will be our top priority, to see that most students are placed And those who want to join higher studies, we also provide them equal guidance and opportunities to see that they join higher education courses.
So that is true, sir. Being ready for the real world and being able to get a good job is every college's top priority, and should be also, because there is a lot of competition out there, and being making them ready is true. That is true. So when you first came to RH Patel Arts and Commerce College, what was your vision for the college, and has it evolved over time, and how far along in the implementation of the vision are you?
When I joined the college, initially the situation was such that to whosoever of my friends or in society, when I told that I am joining this college in Navavadaj, people were new to it. The name of the college was totally new to them. And they were even asking me, is there a college in Vadaj? This was the situation when I joined the college. But then eventually, with my hard work and the support of my entire team, we have been able to create a very good educational atmosphere here and also a good name in the academic era. By chance, I have also become the Secretary General of all Gujarat College Principals Association. So that way also my leadership has been appreciated all over the state, and that is how now the name of the college is at the tip of every Ahmedabadi.
That is great, sir. That is great. So, what do you like people to know about your university they may not know?
Yeah, nowadays you see, Ahmedabad is a city which can boast of having more than 10 private universities. But then one should always remember that Gujarat University was the oldest university of the state, and today the private universities are providing, of course, good education, but then they are charging heavily. Gujarat University is the college, is the university that has got many grantee-led colleges, and moreover in the university itself there are departments which are run at the government specified fees. So the quality of education as well as per capita cost is very low as far as Gujarat University is concerned. And we can say that there are so many reputed alumni of Gujarat University. Even our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji was an alumni of Gujarat University only. So it's a famous university, reputed university, and it will of course stand in competition with all the other universities for many years to come.
Yes, sir. Yes. So, what do you see as the college's greatest strengths?
The college's greatest strength is that the students that we get are from the middle class, and they have that special respect for Indian civilization. Uh, Presently, due to COVID, the students are not here, but then our students are very amicable. They don't have that hi-fi culture, I should admit, but then they do belong to the civilized and cultured families. Girls are always respected. No girl is ever teased in this college, and the students do have the respect and love for their parents and family. So this is the strength of our college, that the students that we get are already accustomed with Indian culture, and that has been our chief goal, that we want to maintain the social standards. At least even if the student is not a brilliant output by the college, but then he should be a good citizen, a noble citizen of the society.
That is true, sir. That is true. Being socially responsible is also one of the key factors which come in when student wants to go out for the studies, maybe, or maybe for a job, and all of these aspects are also looked upon.
Yeah.
So, what are the biggest challenges you see for both the higher education in general and for RH Patel Arts and Commerce College specifically?
For higher education in general, for the last 6 years, Gujarat government has introduced the semester system, and we educationists feel that somehow the semester system is not working well. The days of classroom interaction have become very less. The days of examinations are long, so actual teaching work has become less. And due to this less interaction of students with the teachers, the educational process is affected much. But that is a challenge all over the state for all the colleges. So the policymakers will have to rethink. And now, as the new education policy is being introduced, let us hope that these challenges are taken care of in the new education policy. As far as the challenges of my college are concerned, our college is situated near Ranip, and Ranip is an area from where so many students and so many people are in USA and Canada. I should proudly say that 20% of the students passing out from this college go abroad for higher education as well as job. So our challenge is that we want to make them quite competent in fluency of English as well as in the use of computers. Because we don't want to see that when the students go to Canada or USA and then they perform poor. So that's the challenge on our part, that we want to make our students compatible to that level that they can stand and they can work in the foreign countries.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is true. Having those life skills are being looked upon in the foreign countries, and to get themselves settled is these are one of the biggest skills which are needed. So, what are the suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and to the aspiring students?
I have been in this educational field for the past 30 years and have observed the field very closely. What I feel is that the youth and the students are wasting more of their precious time on social media, and they are not concentrating upon building up their overall personality. Even for the past 5 years, if we check up the data of blood donation camps, the blood donation camps have reduced, and more than 40% of students are not having enough percentage of hemoglobin in their blood, which means that the modern youth is not taking that much care of their body. The youth should put in physical exercises, should avoid junk food, should take care of their health, should develop their mind as well as body, and also they should learn the competitive skills. It's a drawback that when we ask the students, what do you want to do in your future or what is your goal? Many times we receive the answer that my dad will decide. Now, these are not the days when your dad is going to decide, because you see, your dad is himself facing so many challenges. So, the responsibility, the sense of responsibility, the sense of doing something on oneself, and that they should not have a blind desire of a white collar job. They should be ready to work hard. They should be in a condition to make their future on their own. So this would be my message to the students, that they should try to build up their overall personality so that they can shine out in the competitive world.
True, sir. Very true. You know, the digital age has brought in a lot of difficulties also, and a lot of boons also.
Yeah.
So moderation is the key. So that is true. So and the dependency upon the parents is also very high for many people, and that responsibility taking initiatives of students are less. So that is to be looked upon. And what are some plans which you are currently designing for RH Patel Commerce College?
You see, our faculties are in touch with industries and job providers. We are also working with the institutions of entrepreneurship, because we don't want our students simply to always be job seekers, but they can build up their startups and they can also be job providers. So we are working hard on that factor of startups, and we are encouraging the students with their novel ideas, trying to encourage them, trying to get them grant from the government also for startups. So this is our current topic on which we are concentrating upon.
That is great, sir, because nowadays many startups are coming and there are many small students itself who are, making themselves entrepreneurs and enabling them to, get an exposure to that side is also a very good initiative. How do you tend to establish a healthy relationship and environment in your college?
You see, ours is the college which is having a WhatsApp helpline, WhatsApp message helpline. All the students get all sorts of required information and help at the tip of their thumb. Moreover, our staff is quite cooperative. We do take care of the mental health of the students. The students will always try to find either a father figure or an elder brother figure or an elder sister figure in the staff. So we do assure our students that they can share their personal problems also with us, and we do help them in their financial crisis or whenever they are in great need of job. We help them. We help the financially poor students with our various college scholarship schemes also. Our trustee Shri Premji Patel and Dr. Saurabh Patel are also very cooperative, and they have always given us free hand for the development of the students, and that is how we take keen interest. You see, what students expect is that they want to be loved, they want to be taken care of, and that is how I try to build up a very healthy atmosphere in the college.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And this is all we wanted to, ask about, and the thoughts on education.
Sure, it was a pleasure for me to talk to you also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.